fellow dorks? It is the Turtle Dork here with a new trailer reaction for you today. Oh, how long it has been. Okay, Avengers Endgame. The first trailer has just dropped. It's been a long day. I know people have already put up their breakdowns, their trailer reactions, but I'm finally here. I'm finally about to watch it. I've held out all day and I'm excited. Been waiting for this for a while. There's been a lot of talk about when this was going to drop. It was supposed to drop a couple of days ago. Now it's dropping now. What am I expecting? Not really sure. To be honest with you, I'm not really expecting a lot. But I want to get a sense of what the tone of the film is going to be, where our characters are. We kind of know where our characters are from the last film, but ultimately how the story is going to be different from Infinity War and where the story is going to take us. I know we're probably not going to get a lot, especially with this being a teaser trailer, or the first trailer, so to speak, because I believe this is 2.5 minutes. But again, this is the end game. And we've been kind of leading up to this over the last couple of years, and they've been dropping little nuggets and little hints, and we're finally here. And no further ado, man, let's go ahead and check this one out. Just feels like it's been a long time coming, and it's here.
Stay on. Hey, this Pods. If you find this recording, don't feel bad about this. Part of the journey is the end. Just for the record, being adrift in space with zero promise of rescue is more fun than it sounds. Food and water ran out 4 days ago. Oxygen will run out tomorrow morning. And that'll be it.
Man.
When I drift off, I will dream about you.
It's got like a Martian gravity feel to it. Thanos. Hanging up the cape. All day, whatever.
Exactly what he said he was going to do. He wiped out 50% of all living creatures.
We lost, all of us. We lost friends. We lost family. We lost a part of ourselves. This is the fight of our lives.
This is going to work, Steve.
I know it is. Because I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't.
Hi, is anyone home? This is Scott Lang. We met a few years ago at the airport in Germany. That got really big.
Is this an old message?
Ant-Man, I know you know that.
It's the front door.
That's me. Can you buzz me in?
Interesting. Like, I like the little tag at the end, but they seem shocked that he was there, and the fact they said this is an old message. I like the fact that they give us really something to kind of chew on, but they really still don't tell us much. What I really liked about it was how it really just kind of continues where Infinity War left off tonally. What I mean by that, where how Infinity War left us with the dusting of half of humanity and the characters that we lost, and how defeated the Avengers were at that time, and then the way we pick this up, it's almost like a continuation from where we left off, and tonally it kind of puts us back into that same place, because we see that the team is fractured. The team is defeated. They don't know where they have to go yet. You can feel the desperation just with those lines that Black Widow and Captain America have between each other. Tony Stark, him trying to make his way back to Earth, and the trailer itself, from what they're showing us, is really just kind of taking its time and letting everything kind of breathe and happen naturally, and letting us kind of live with these characters who we've grown to love over the last 10 years. And it really does kind of have that gravity feel to it, that Martian feel with Tony Stark kind of lost in space. I like that angle. I like where it kind of leaves Tony really being very contemplative, thinking about some of the choices that he's made, thinking about some of the decisions that he's going to have to make. And then, of course, with Steve Rogers, we've heard that this movie he's going to have more of a focal point in this movie, as opposed to Infinity War, where he kind of took a little bit of a back seat. And you can see, even with that those last moments where he says, like, this has to work, or else I don't know what else I can do. I'm paraphrasing. I have to go back and watch it again. But man, it looks so dour, but that looks so good. And I like how we don't really get any action beats. It's really just kind of focusing on character, and really kind of focusing on our main two characters, Captain America and Iron Man. I mean, these are the two pillars of the MCU. And let's watch it again, man. Like I said, this is the end game. So let's check it out one more time, man. I gotta, man, this is good. I'm excited, if you couldn't tell.
This thing on? Hey, this bounce. If you find this recording, don't feel better at this. Part of the journey is the end.
Part of the journey is the end. Every day's leading to something really climactic and devastating. I really feel that way.
Food water went out 4 days ago. Oxygen will run out tomorrow morning. And be it. When I drift off, I will dream about you. It's always you.
Makes us connect to Tony in such a different way, especially with the relationship that he has with Pepper. You really do feel the love in that relationship, and it's palpable. It's a great shot. Cinematography in this looks gorgeous. We don't get much of Thanos, but we do see the gauntlet and what's happened to his hand.
50% of all living creatures.
And I like how it's affecting the Avengers. We're really seeing them in a vulnerable state.
All of us.
Thor, Mom Spaghetti.
We lost family.
Good to see Hawkeye again.
We lost a part of ourselves. This is the fight of our lives.
This is gonna work, Steve.
I know it is. Because I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't.
You can really see, and that's just the character of Steve Rogers. He takes on the burden of everybody. Like that's what makes him a great leader.
Hi, is anyone home? This is Scott Lang. We met a few years ago at the airport in Germany. Got done really big.
Is this an old message?
Ant-Man, I know you know that.
It's the front door.
That's me. Can you buzz me in?
Yeah, that looks good, man. I want to know what their plan is, and it looks like Steve and Natasha have something up their sleeve that they're planning. But man, it just you feel the stakes. You definitely feel the stakes, and I'm digging what I'm seeing. And they said, and I hope they continue this trend of not showing us much. well, of course, we probably will get another trailer. And of course, they moved up the date, just like how they did this past year, moving it up a week to April 26th. And, but they said that the marketing for this and this trailer was going to be something a little bit different, and Disney was going to take a different approach as far as marketing this film, because it's really, really tricky, especially with the movies that is kind of sandwiched in between with Captain Marvel, who you have to introduce that character, and is probably going to play a big part in Endgame. I can say that now. And of course, where we left with Infinity War, and of course what happened with Peter Parker's Spider-Man, and knowing that as of this recording we're getting another trailer, or the first trailer for Spider-Man Far From Home tomorrow. So how these films have to be marketed, but we kind of know that the characters are coming back. But the thing that I also like about that is that the characters that were dusted, I really do hope that we don't see them within the context of the film, that we don't see them until later in the film, because I think there is a good arc, there's a good story arc to be told, that where this leaves the original team. I think everything it does have to come back to the original, the OG Avengers from that first film. It all comes full circle, and it really has to be them that has to end this. It started with them, and it's appropriate that it ends with them. I'm excited, man. Like I said, I love these movies, man. Like I said, a lot of times I'm one of those guys that says, sometimes I feel the comic book fatigue, but I think it's more so just the comic book fandom is the fatigue that I'm starting to feel. But every time one of these movies comes out, and especially with this one, and how this culminates to the end game, it gets me excited, man. And it makes me look forward to these films, and just it's the way these movies are being made. I mean, they're being made with such love and such care, and such attention to detail and attention to story and character that yeah, I mean, they're not throwaway movies. They're movies that definitely going to stand the test of time, and it just shows you just by how the fan base, there's really been just a groundswell, and just this excitement around these type of movies, and Marvel is at the top, is at the pinnacle. They're at the top of it, as far as like being able to kind of structure these films. So yeah, I've talked enough. I don't want this video to get too long, but this is one that I think we've all have been waiting for an extremely long time. So yeah, those are my initial thoughts for the trailer for Avengers Endgame. Let me know what you thought of the trailer in the comments below. Go ahead, rate, like, subscribe, and share, and go ahead and check out my other dorks at MouthDork, at TheDiscoDork, at WB Das, and at Sidewalk Siren. And as for me, I am the Turtle Dork, and with that, your boy is out.